9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
Let's go. Midnight glow, it's time to rise. SFL nights on the starry skies. AJ Striker, feel her heat. The sultry voice so silky sweet. Whispers in the air, lights down low. Bubbly charm, let the stories flow. In the league where dreams unite. Ashley's got you, hold on tight. Under her lights, SFL players shine bright. AJ's putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, get in the down low. In the game, she's making plays. Arizona's queen bee leading the way. A community ambassador off the field, laying on hands, see it all get healed. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In her presence, you wanna stay. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here for you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, get in the down low. SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow, hey, SFL night, let's go. Midnight glow. From the huddle to the show, Ashley's got that infectious glow. Interviews that make you sway. In the presence, you under her lights. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. SFL players shine bright. AJ's here putting you in the spotlight. From the field to the mic, Ashley's in the know. SFL nights, getting in the down low. Take turns tonight. Let's go. Turn down those lights. It's Ashley's turn to make you feel so right. Under her lights. As the conversation is about to ignite. It's always SFL nights. Under her lights. Let's go.
What is up? What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? Welcome back to SFL Nights. AJ Striker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I really appreciate it, y'all. And I am back from the SFL convention, fresh off the plane. Well, I can't say fresh off the plane because it's been a few days, but it feels like I'm fresh off the plane with all of the excitement, all of the love, and all of the adventures and all the memories that we made. It was a fantastic experience. And the only way that you'll be able to really get the sense of an SFL convention is for you to be there. You have to be around the people that you are constantly texting, back and forth. Sometimes all hours of the night, trying to get these playbooks and everything else ready for the other 20, 30 some odd players on the team. So I have a special show tonight. I have a few guests that are going to be coming up to share some of their stories and just some of their adventures and just from their perspective of the convention. So I am waiting for one more guest to arrive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one more song, and then I'm going to bring up my guests that have been so patiently waiting in the back. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. But you can also get on the person that's late when they arrive. But in the meantime, I'm going to be flashing some clips across the screen from a collection that the community made. We have like a conventions channel in the Discord server. So we just kind of photo dumped all of our pictures in there. So I'm going to be kind of sharing those with you for the duration of the song, and then I'll get the show started, okay? See you in a bit.
Esto es lo que tú querías. Yo soy fino, esto es trap de galería. Tú eres un charro, Rocky de aquí, una porquería. Yo un campeón, Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa, Rocky Balbía. Tengo la ruta, tengo la vía, sí, tengo la vía. Los gastos de noche facturo todo el día. Tanta plata que me gusta que me chapen. Por eso le meto a tetas al pía. Ustedes no saben lo que es estar en alta mar cuando siento pero que los zapatos de mi en el cielo. Lo que tira el 500,000 en horas. Por eso tu opinión me importa cero. Por eso tú estás 101 en el top 100 y yo estoy primero. Ya no son raperos, ahora son pocateros. Más que tú estás cobrando mi barbero. Y estoy viajando en el mundo entero. Ay. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Primero llegó Verstappen, después llegó Checo. Si Pablo me viera, dirá que soy un berraco. Ustedes hablando mierdillo, los míos por Monaco. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Están hablando solo, están hablando con el eco. El signo del dinero, ese es mi nuevo zodiaco. Prende un puro, la familia está en Monaco.
J'avais 20 ans, je caressais le temps et jouais de la vie comme on joue de l'amour et je vivais la nuit sans compter sur mes jours qui fuyaient dans le temps.
Créeme, los carros de F1 son más rápidos en persona. Sofía Vergara es linda, pero es más linda en persona. Lo que tú hagas a mí no me impresiona. Es como meter un gol después de Messi y Maradona. A ti no te conocen ni en tu barrio. Ayer estaba con LeBron, también con DiCaprio. Me preguntaron que cómo me fue en los estadios. Hablamos de la familia y temas de millonarios. Digo, multimillonario. Digo, de billonario. Hace rato sin cojones que me tiene la radio. Hace rato me quité del trap, yo se lo dejé el audio. Uy, querido diario, y me depositaron a los Grammy, nominaron. Otra vez me criticaron y ninguna me importaron. Ya sigo tranquila en la mía. Don Vito, Don Vena de los Beatles, John Lennon a mis nietos. Cuando muera les va a dejar sin terreno. A todas mis doñas las pompis en el sol. Y a mi haters un F40 sin los frenos. ¿Pa' qué? Pa' que se estrellen, pa' que se maten. Rojo, blanco, negro, mate. ¿Cuál tú quieres? ¿Pa' qué? Pa' que se estrellen, pa' que se maten. Que pa' descansen, yo sigo en el yate. Ey, bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Primero llegó Verstappen, después llegó Checo. Si Pablo me viera, dirá que soy un berraco. Ustedes hablando mierdillo, los míos por Monaco. Bebiendo mucha champaña, nunca estamos secos. Están hablando solo, están hablando con el eco. El signo del dinero, ese es mi nuevo zodiaco. Prende un pili, la familia está en
J'avais 20 ans, je caressais le temps et jouais de la vie comme on joue de l'amour et je vivais la nuit sans compter sur mes jours qui fuyaient dans le temps.
All right, everybody, we are back. We are back. Oh man, just reliving some of those, looking at some of those pictures, just going back in my thoughts to some of the crazy conversations and just the good times that we had during that moment. It was awesome. But guys, what is going on? I want to introduce Mr. Michael St. Green, who hasn't been on the show in years. Years.
I wanted to keep your ratings up, so I just stayed away.
No, you all good. You all good, man. It's always good having a conversation with you and seeing you.
It's good to be here.
I know that you be busy though. I know like you have a lot of stuff going on in your personal life and
yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
Well, it's good to be back on a more regular basis this season. Pretty much a 2-season hiatus for the most part. So it's good to be back on a regular basis and get my feet, back, in how do they say? How do the youngsters say 10 toes down or whatever? So it's good to be back and looking forward to the remainder of the season coming off the convention.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. And another great friend of mine joining the show again. He's been on quite a few times, Mr. BJ Loveless, locator of the Sasquatch. What's going on?
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here.
I'm glad you made it. I'm so glad y'all made it hanging out with me today. So
I'm always down to kick it.
I appreciate it, man. Oh man, let's talk about this convention though. Like, I think that's probably one of the highlights of the year for me. Besides just being a little vacation time, being able to go out, spend time, with people that I socialize with on the regular. I just don't see it all, So, tell me, guys, how important are these conventions to you? And I'll start with you first, BJ.
Once you go, it's addicting. You don't want to miss the next one. That's the thing. Like, you always start out, like, if you've never been to one, you always question yourself, oh, should I really be going to this? So, you know what I'm saying? But once you go and you actually get to meet the person behind the PFP or whatever, it's like it's almost infectious. Like, you can't get enough.
Indeed. Mike, same thoughts?
Well, I'm not sure when the first convention was, how many years or seasons ago the first convention was, or was it Cam's brainchild, alone, or was it a group suggestion that he followed through on, or whatever the case may be? But it was a fantastic idea. Whoever said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's allow people in this league to connect," and in some cases, as we've gone on through the years and through the seasons, reconnect with people that you've either met in person before the prior convention or just in general. Because I know Eddie Gage and Damon Simeon, they've been here to my house in a non-convention setting. So it's always good to being that this was my second one. It was actually the second one here in Houston. I missed the previous one in Ohio, even though I was extremely close. I happened to be in Ohio that weekend, but couldn't make it down. And in Vegas, I think I had another scheduling conflict. My wife always has me going on a cruise or a trip or something that seems to always conflict with the convention. It seems like there's something going on. But yeah, for instance, like I've known BJ since we first came in the league. Since I first came in the league in season 14, was in the same locker room with him in Arizona, and had the opportunity to finally meet him face to face, last weekend. So it's very cool. Like I said, from the standpoint of, you finally get to connect with people that you've been chatting with and talking with and sharing locker rooms with over the past years and the past seasons, and also a great opportunity to reconnect with people that you hadn't, seen in a year or two, like Rain Rie and Talon Steele and, guys like that I hadn't seen in a few years, even Eddie and yourself, Ashley. It's like I said, it's a great time, and once you go, you really don't want to miss another one. So hopefully once it's announced next season or next year, hopefully I'll be there and I don't have any scheduling conflicts. If so, hopefully it's announced early enough that we won't have any scheduling conflicts.
Hey, man. And and it's a blessing anytime that you're able to make it. And anytime at least go once. That's right. What I would suggest to anybody. Yeah. If it's in your neighborhood, if it's in your state, try to go out, because you get a whole different aspect of the league by going to these conventions and actually seeing people in person. And perhaps you may have had a tiff with it. Perhaps you may have had an issue with them, and you see this person face to face and you realize that it wasn't really that bad to begin with, Yeah. So it's for me, this particular trip was really nice, because I think we had the perfect mix of people here, even though, a lot of people wanted to come and having flight issues and everything. But I think for everyone that did came, it was just that is what the community is all about. And I hate it for anybody that missed it, because if you wanted to see why people stay, why people, have such a hard time leaving, that's why.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk with Alex West. He's relatively new to the league, and he showed up and he said it downright. He said, "Next, I'm not missing another one." And he said, "And my wife will be coming with me, because some wives showed up too." I know Mike's wife showed up. Type Attack.
Eddie's wife showed up.
Eddie's wife showed up.
Yeah,
trying not to laugh at him and his outrage during his day. Oh my God! You can feel the tension from Eddie from across the room. And his wife is sitting there with her face covered, trying not to bust up laughing because she can't believe that he's acting this way in front of all these people.
Yes,
but we know that's Eddie. He's been doing it a while, but
a long time.
This convention has definitely created some long termers just from appearing alone.
Definitely. What were some standout moments for you?
For me? Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, for me, what I was going to just kind of piggyback on was, nothing, one thing specifically, as far as, the logistics of the weekend, the weather tried its best to knock us out of the box every chance it got. But for me, it just reinforces what this league and what this community is all about. And it's all about the people. It's about the people that can come together over a common, if you want to say, theme football. Even though it's a video game, you get to see the raw emotion of the competitiveness that each and every one of us have, and when you're watching the games live and how people react. So that type of thing always stands out to me, and I've had conversations with Cam over the years and over the few seasons that when if it's a hard loss in particular, he says that's the goal of the league. It's supposed to hurt. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to feel something if you win or lose in this league. But just to witness it firsthand, that's what pretty much stands out to me. Whenever you go to the convention, you can see, if it's a group of 5 to 10, or so of any particular team that's there together and able to root together and really come together as a team. And it's just really cool to see that type of atmosphere. And that's what kind of stands out to me from this past weekend.
Mm-hmm. And I want to apologize to anyone that I may have scared during my game. So I am the type of person.
I remember what you did. When you finally put it off. But I remember.
What did I?
Ashley was like dead still. And they threw that game-winning touchdown. She jumped up like I've never seen her jump up before, and said a word that nobody thought she could ever say. But I saw it. It was raw emotion. That's the thing.
Yeah,
raw emotion.
Well, I missed that, man. I was at home. I didn't get to witness that firsthand.
Oh,
so.
I hadn't heard Norwood speak all weekend, but when they, because he's a tall guy, he stands out. He's very quiet, but when Arizona scored that game-winning touchdown, him and Ashley jumped up at the same time, and I heard, words that I didn't think those two knew. But again, raw emotion.
Hunter Norwood, he's another guy. I started out in Jacksonville. I was in the locker room with him. It's just cool, like I said, putting faces to names and guys that you've been in locker rooms with. It's pretty cool. Even though I have a pretty good idea what most people look like, but just to see them in person for the first time, it's pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Getting to see Mike in person finally, and because like you said, I've known Mike since season 14, and we've been in and out of locker rooms together and have shared conversations together.
Yeah.
Mike shows up everywhere like he just jumped off a yacht with a cocktail in his hand. But
speaking of which, so when we went to Maggiano's, Mike decides that he wants to order. What did you order? It was like a smoky whiskey or something.
Oh, the smoked whiskey.
It was smoked old fashioned.
Yeah.
Brought it out to the table, a whole presentation.
Came in a glass case. Only Mike.
Only Mike. They opened it. All the smoke kind of bellowed out and everything.
That was worth the $2 extra. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm shocked Mike didn't have it come out the theme music.
Okay.
Right.
Money.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But that was cool. It was. And then when we played the trick on Andy for his birthday, that was hilarious.
The happy birthday Andy thing rolled all weekend. That was hilarious.
Oh my God. Just little things like that kind of just, it's almost like you had to be there. We could share it, but it's kind of like you had to be there moment to kind of really grasp.
If you haven't been to one, and I'm gonna repeat this multiple times tonight, if you haven't been to one, get to one and see how you feel.
Right.
That's the thing. It's finally getting to one and getting around these infectious people, whether they like to party, they like to watch football, they like to joke around, they like to drink, they like to whatever. It's just being amongst the people and enjoying yourselves, enjoying vacation, enjoying fun, enjoying football, and it's just infectious.
And I was
going to say, now I don't know if he's coming or not. He's going to show up or not. I know Eddie's maybe supposed to show up. I'm going to tell you one thing that surprises me about Eddie. And like I said, I've been around him a few times now. Eddie is actually kind of a quiet guy, other than when his team is playing.
Oh yeah, he's real low key.
Yeah, he's very low key. And it's, when he's on all these shows, he's always he does commentary and play by play and things of that sort. But it kind of surprises me how reserved and quiet he is. That's one thing that I did notice.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of gleaned over the just this year seeing him that kind of really hit me. I said, you know what, Eddie's kind of just a quiet, laid back dude.
Maybe because his wife was there. She didn't want to show his ass too early.
No, BJ. I think that's his personality, because that's not the first time I've seen him just kind of
fair enough.
Yeah. I just think that's his personality. So
yeah.
It is. And it's funny how we can actually get the attention of other groups while we're there. So the Stimulation Football League, just chilling over there in the Oasis room, had the pool side of the band. Everything was nice. Then we had the family reunion that came over.
Oh man.
So we got to talk about that, man. So
oh man.
I think I got some pictures.
Y'all know about that one. I don't know about that.
We gotta let you know about it. So this was after. What was this? Was after? Was this Friday?
Dark. This was like Friday night.
This is like Friday night. So we're all sitting around chilling in the front, and we're going to be playing this drinking game. I hope I have a picture of the drinking game. It was like,
I don't even think we made it that far.
We did. But we had these gentlemen that came over from a family reunion that was just happened to be at the resort, and they just wanted to kick it with us. And I'm gonna go ahead and let BJ tell the rest of the story.
Oh, okay. So
because this is the scene right here.
So it's a bunch, like she said, it's a bunch of us. We're just down in the lobby drinking and kicking it. It's like maybe, I want to say 9, 10 o'clock at night through like, I want to say 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So I pulled a lot of 8 a.m.s to 5 a.m.s this weekend, and I'm feeling it now. But again, these two older gentlemen walked up and said, "Everybody down here, we want to kick it with y'all too." So they brought their beers, we brought our beers and alcohol, and we get to drinking and we get to talking. So the older gentleman, I think you showed this picture earlier. He's right there in the middle. He goes out and he's asking, "What do you guys do?" Why is this such diverse group of people hanging together? Because I'm just gonna give the demographic here. It is me, a light-skinned African American, Ashley, African American woman.
Looks like Chevron is in
Apparently, people thought I was Puerto Rican because I got my hair.
Yeah, Chevron is it? Chevron was down there. He's Indian. Therese was down there. He's Indian. Then you had Gabriel Manning, who is a brother. You had Rachel Costa down there, who is a white female. Yeah, Alex West was a white male. You had the Garys down there, who are older white males.
And it looked like Talon Steele. He's Samoan.
Talon Steele is Samoan, and the older gentleman was like, "What do y'all do? And why are y'all together?" Because this is his verbatim word for word. Now he been drinking a little bit. He been tipped him right there. So Alex West took it upon himself to kind of explain what the league is, and I mean, he's hearing it, but he ain't hearing it because he's old here. I mean, he got a 2002 earpiece on with that with that two-tone phone in his back pocket, the size of a damn space heater. And he was like, "Man, I just thought y'all was riffraff, man. I didn't know why y'all was here." He said riffraff. He said riffraff, and he going around the table figuring out because he's like, "Y'all ain't got no jobs. Y'all don't work hard like me." So I'm like, "What?" So I felt offended for everybody at the table. So I proceeded to go around the room and say, "Hey man, what y'all do? What y'all do?" And like they telling them, and I think what really broke his heart was when Rochelle told him because she the coldest person at the table professionally.
What did she actually? What did she do?
She's like a engineer for like it's some crazy title. You'd have to ask.
Okay.
But she's like an engineer for some type of environmental or something like that. It's crazy. And he was just shocked that a woman could have this job. And then like he's getting to know and Ashley tells her position, I tell my position. And then when then he gets kind of racial when he runs to Harish and Siobhan. They're brothers, but they kind of have complementary fields. Right. So Harish is a chemist, and his brother in Siobhan is a pharmacist. And so he's like, "Oh, so you make the drugs and you sell the drugs?" Oh my God! We started crying because while it's true. He's trying so hard not to stereotype us, but all trying to stereotype us at the same time.
Right.
He said, "Y'all really out here just to do this, and y'all come from all different parts." He just couldn't grasp in today's society that all these different ethnic groups, different career fields, all came together to hang out, kick it, enjoy it, weekend together. Because in the state of the world it is today, that ain't very common.
Yeah.
You got people from all over the world that despise each other for their likes, beliefs, and whatever, but we've come together as a melting pot of ethnic groups, professional fields, and all that to enjoy football and have a good time.
Yeah,
and that's what they pretty much say. That sports brings the world together.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things that makes this league special.
Absolutely.
That you can't get all these backgrounds together, and for the most part. It's relatively peaceful for the most part. I mean, we all know it's an occasional flare up here or there, and different subject matters or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, that's really what makes this league special. That we can, like I said, come together, enjoy football, enjoy the camaraderie of a locker room with 20 plus other people, and then when something like a convention happens, then you see that's what you get.
And then they were interested. Seemed like they were genuinely interested in joining. I know I gave out a lot of information to different individuals. Just saw me walking around there with my jersey on, and I happened to be walking to watch my game, and I had some a half a case of Arizona teas. It was about like maybe 7 of them, and I was just walking with my jersey on, and then my swim outfit underneath, and everybody, I had my afro out. The group stopped me. Hey, where you going? Going to play some football. They was like, "You playing football?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, what do you do?
It really messed him up when Mickey showed up in the Sasquatch.
In the Sasquatch, right.
Guy, yes. But yeah, they was like, it was a dope experience, and just like I said, to be able to have people ask questions, like I felt more like a community ambassador than I ever did at any one of them, because not only was I was there for some of our members, that were emotional at times, doing things, just we just wanted somebody to talk to talking about the league to other people, trying to get them involved and trying to get them joined. So like, it was a great experience. And then my room was amazing. My view, I mean, Mike, did you stay there? You didn't stay at the hotel, did you? At the resort?
He stay up the street. He could damn
I have a nice home 8 miles away, so.
I mean, but does your home have this though? Listen, look at this. Does your home have this though? Because when I was there, I don't remember.
Well, not this year.
Like that.
He said,
not this
year. Not this year.
Possibly next year, and then when the convention comes back, everyone will probably get to see it. I have a concrete point in my patio as of yesterday, so that happened.
Oh, okay.
Well, sound like the next convention gonna be hosted at Mike's and Greenhouse exclusive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
but like this, like even this is from my bedroom. Like this, you just walk out there in the patio, and you just see this.
Right.
Like it was just a great experience all around, just to be able to chill out. But moving things along for a minute, I want to talk about these games that happened. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't think that it was really hard for me to sit down and watch my game particularly, but I can only imagine what everybody else is going through. So give me a rundown of what you guys were thinking during the course of your games, and then I'll kind of share my thoughts on week one.
Well, obviously, playing Pittsburgh, playing Corey and Butch, first of all, congratulations to them, getting the team and the franchise. I'm really happy for them. And obviously Cam loves storylines, and, Houston, Pittsburgh, we all live here in Houston, and, prime time on Friday night. What a no better way to open the season. And SFL is one of those things where you never know how. Houston's a favorite, and most people in the community probably expected us to win, but it's one. You just never know in the SFL. And Pittsburgh came out with a great game plan. They definitely made some plays. I'm extremely happy that our running game was able to do what it did. A couple of 100-yard rushes, and were able to control the ball, control the clock. I think if not for that, I think they probably could have pulled an upset on us last week. But a great game. It wasn't really a nail biter like quite a few others were over the weekend. But great game, great win. As always, good start the season off 1-0.
Indeed. What about you, BJ?
Before I get to my game, which was a barn burner, I want to say this is probably one of the tightest week one slates we've had in a while. A lot of most of the games were close. We had a couple comebacks. We had a bunch of missed field goals. We had some fumbles. We genuinely had a widespread of things just happening in these games week one that I think we've never had more parity than what happened in that week one. Speaking of missed field goals, Minnesota played Indianapolis, our rivals. It's probably going to be a convention week one game every convention at this point. We're the standard for rivalries. It definitely made my blood pressure rise. Mike O'Neill's blood pressure rise. We saw a game go to overtime. We had I want to say Minnesota had a 17-3 or 17-7 lead early, and Indy came back, took the lead. Then we tied the game, and then they had a chance to get a go-ahead field goal to end the game, and they missed it. Oh, so when overtime came, we got the ball. We got within 20. I want to say 20 to 25. We got within 20 yards of field goal range. Reno threw a pick. Indy got a chance to drive down the field and kick a redeeming game-winning field goal to win the game. It was probably from my standpoint, probably one of the most heart-wrenching losses since I've been here, but it's also become one of the more dynamic games between us and Indy. And it's just stacked more wood on that fire for that rivalry. That's one for the history books between us and Indy for sure.
And Mickey Malillo is probably the best tackling kicker in the league
I've ever seen. Oh yeah. For those that didn't see it, my kicker in a Sasquatch outfit tackled Indy's head coach after they won. So
dang, bro.
And I mean, somebody got the steal shot. It's an ugly steal shot. He did.
And no, I don't have the steal shot. No, I wasn't going to show it. We saw enough of that on replay already.
Thank God Mike's okay. First of all,
yeah.
Thank God he's okay. He just got a little bruised nose, a little bit, but he said it helped with his vertigo. So I guess that's a win. But that was a meme of the weekend as well. Mickey tackling the Indy coach, which adds to the fuel to the fire. So hopefully we get to see them down the road. Hopefully Indy straps up enough so we can both make the playoffs and meet again. So we'll see.
Indeed. And look who decided to join in. Let me see what time.
Yeah, hour late. Damn.
38 minutes and 9 seconds into the podcast. He decides he wants to grace us with his presence. What's up, Eddie?
That's a write-up.
Eddie?
He left.
And
you tipped him off when he left.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What else?
I can hear you now.
What's going on?
Why you late, man? Damn.
Cause I was
Simmons.
I wasn't Simmons. we on the bye this week.
Lucky bastard.
Oh,
No, it ain't lucky because I don't want no bye this early. I want to bye when I'm tired and need a break.
I feel you on that.
So we were just talking about the games that we'll talk about our particular game. Well, your particular game. Your thoughts on it? Did it go the way you planned it? You missed a couple other questions. I'll circle back to that, but I am interested to get your thoughts before I share mine on our game.
The thoughts on my own game?
Yeah.
I mean, it's week one, so you don't know what you're gonna get. But I'll be lying if I told you I was anticipating a tightly contested ball game because once I got my playbook down, I was pretty confident that our offense was gonna put up 30. And a lot of our sims we was going in the 40s. Now, did I expect 40s? No, but I was expecting to put up 30, at least 28. And to see us come out the way we did, I was pleased with our running game. I was pleased with our O line, both run and pass block. It was great to see. But man, we dropped so many damn passes. It was really. And I just could have put a finger on that because I did not see that in Sims, at least not at that rate. But Sully, I got to give him credit because he took some things out of his playbook that was hindering him in our Sims that they shown last season. So I got to give him credit. I don't want to say it was just fluke. He put the work in and it showed in that Sim. We really got hurt. I was pleased with our offense, with our defense, in manageable situations. But our third and long defense was for lack of a better term, just god awful. I mean, we couldn't. We just kept their hopes
Only to
alive.
hurt.
Yeah, anytime they lined up 4 and 5 wide, it was raps for us, and I gotta fix that because we were god awful on third and long. Had we had that cleaned up and played just efficient on third and long, I think we'd have won that game comfortably. But again, I don't want to take anything away from them. They put the work in, and we had to climb back from down 10 late in the third to come back and win that game. So I was on pins and needles, and my high heart rate alert went off probably like 3-4 times during that game. and man, I hate losing, but I really hate losing at the convention. And so I was really happy that we was able to see the get a W. I was upset that Rain Rie had to leave before our game came on because I really wanted him to experience it. But all in all, you got to be happy with a win, regardless.
Indeed. I just had issues with why am I throwing with 10 yards to go? Bro, run the ball. Why am I that part right there irked the hell out of me because
What do you mean throwing with 10 yards to go?
so let's say we're at like I don't know, first and goal. We got 10 yards to score a touchdown.
Oh, I see what
I'm
you're saying.
deciding to throw the ball, which increases the likelihood of a turnover. Instead of running the ball, you have fantastic, fullbacks and running backs. And so why am I choosing to throw instead of
I answer that for you. I don't know why it is, but it's not just you, but pretty much every team in the SFL. Once you get down, and I forget what the exact time is, but
Mhm.
for whatever reason, inside of like a minute or whatever it is, of the second quarter before half or the end of the game, if you're down, you're gonna pass the ball. I don't know why that is, but it just is, and I can't put a finger on it. But everyone does it. You'll see them come out, and you hear these announcers say, "Why they pass the ball?" It's just the way the game works, and I don't know why. But I know you talking about the interception you threw right before the half when we had a chance to take the lead. Yeah, that pissed me off too. But again, I think I have to do a better job, and I don't want to get into specifics, but that could have been prevented. Not the interception itself, because it's going to happen, but I got to do a better job of coaching us to limit the opportunities that you're going to throw those picks. And as soon as I saw the play, I'm like, oh, this is going to be problematic. And sure enough, it was. So I got to do a better job of play selection, knowing that the AI can dial up plays like that in that situation before half or the end of a game. So
Gotcha. Welcome in, John Easy Money Fullerton. Oh, we're from Chicago. What's going on, man? Thank you for dropping in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? What's up? What's
Chilling,
up?
man.
hey,
Chilling.
Ashley,
everybody?
I got a question for John before you get started with him.
Oh, here we
Sure.
go.
John,
That was good.
you live about 12 minutes from Ashley's house. Maybe 11 if you don't catch that one red light between y'all two houses.
Yep. They're right there by the Circle K.
Yeah. Why in the hell did Ashley have to buy a plane ticket when you stay like 11 minutes from her house? Can you explain
Yeah,
that?
I know. I know how it is. You know what I mean? Like I
I
think
mean,
before.
she could have pitched in on some gas money or something, but instead you made her spend $800 on a plane ticket.
Buy a drink or something.
Made
You know
me
what I'm
drive
saying?
made me drive over 16 hours and hey, what's up? You know?
She could have pitched in and bought lunch or something,
That's
or
a long
filled the
drive.
tank up or something. But instead, you
Yeah,
made her
tell me
spend
about that.
$800 on that plane ticket. And I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. What happened, man?
No, honestly, it just kind of like, sometimes, I know a lot of people throw to life, stuff happens from life or whatever and things like that too. But I know Ashley knows about kind of like where I work at too, and
Right down the
from
street. Yeah.
but it just from like working and then like the overtime that I do and then the specialty stuff that I do on the side too, like before I know it, it's like, damn, it's already been like 6 months or whatever the case may be, or time really flies fast. And I even told my girl about the convention. I'm like, look, like, all right, this is the date. Like, we need to get this shit going. We need to get this going, because before I know it, it's going to be like the convention's going to be over. I'm like, damn, I wish I would have went. So kind of back to AJ, for example, is just, I don't know, just life it just throws you and you just go with the wind about it. You're like, damn, like I need to like see what's up with some people, like especially when your life is just work,
Yes.
and then you throwing in like other stuff and other hobbies and everything, you really forget about the time. What I mean? That's even like, I know me and Ashley, like I said, have talked off camera about doing some shows, and I'm like, damn, like that weekend I'm working.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm working because I want some money too, but
right? That's important. You gotta feed
but
your
yeah,
family.
I don't know. I think it was just like I said, life is just throwing you them curveballs, and it's just you forget about it real quick. Like, damn. And then me and actually talking off camera about some stuff too. I'm like, yeah, you're really closer than I thought.
Right. And I think it was a matter of circumstances. Like,
yeah,
if I would have known that you and your beautiful wife,
no, girlfriend right now. Yeah.
Girlfriend. Your beautiful girlfriend was going, I probably would have. I would have definitely, I could have drove, I could have drive and stuff like that. But because I don't think I've ever
Now,
taken.
John, don't let her drive, John. You let her be
Nah.
a passenger.
Wait.
Her driving
Don't do
skills are
that.
lacking.
Don't do that. My
Yeah.
driving skills are wonderful.
She
Oh,
just got
boy.
on the expressway the other day, and she was scared shitless. So just calm
Oh,
down.
Okay,
boy.
wait, hold on. Don't be telling my business like that.
See, I don't know, because I'll be driving. I don't know.
He put you out there, didn't
He did.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, John, she got on a 60, and you'd have thought she was on a damn.
he?
She
She don't want to drive. Hey, she don't want to drive on that 10, huh? Right there.
No.
I know for me, I'd be like, hell
Okay.
no.
First of all, I did take.
Hell no.
Hold on. I did take the 10. That shit
You
scared
took
the
the
hell
10
out of
for
me.
5 minutes.
Yep. And that, at all 5 minutes, I was scared as hell.
Nah,
At least she honest.
On that 10.
At least she
The
honest.
Phoenix, hell no. They should have made that 10 like a 3-lane. It must
Man.
go from 3 to 2. Nah, that's people out here too dangerous with that shit too.
Yes.
I'm good on that one.
Yes. But I'm wondering, John, tell us about your experience. Tell us about your game, actually. I'll go back to the experience in a minute. But what was it like watching your game play out, in real time?
One thing is, it was crazy because I was kind of wondering, like, especially being the opener and everything, you're kind of like, damn, hopefully I don't do this the wrong way, or excuse me, at least I can do something from my team too. And I still remember the first touchdown, and when I think me and Ty were kind of like talking about it. And he's like, hey, look right there. And I'm like, okay, like I see what you're looking at, where my player was lined up at the bottom right there. And I want to say I think I was only man down there. And the defender had a little bit of distance on me, and I'm looking at Ty, and I'm like, I think I'm about to burn this fool right now. Like, I think it's about to happen. He's like, watch. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, wow, like, just that cut through in the middle and then throwing it. The defender tries to intercept and he misses it. And I just, just gas on the ass right there. And I'm like, wow, like, this is crazy. Like, just to be the first game, to be that first, not the picture. that was kind of a reaction right there. The first picture of Eddie right there. I was like, what?
I was trying to find the other one, the other meme that got him.
Yeah.
The stunned Eddie picture.
Oh man, that was hilarious, bro.
But yeah, it was just like, even when that stuff happened, I was like, wow, like this is crazy. And it was just definitely a good feeling just to do that. And obviously, and I think even the little joke on the side during the convention was, I didn't win that, but I won everything else. So it's like
You did.
Yeah. And
Definitely
I
did.
I already knew for flag football, me and Tyler gonna shut shit down tomorrow. I already knew that.
Oh.
Like, I heard about the whole Ty and Pauly connection. I was like, I'm about to put this work in. I was like, now I can actually do something. But honestly, overall, like the whole convention it was nice. Like I liked all of it. Just the venue, I even told Cam too. I was like, look, man, like this was nice. Like, thank you. Like, just the area itself, and I just like the whole convention. Like, that was kind of like one of the first conventions I ever went to. Honestly, I really didn't know what to expect, and like it really worked out. Like, it was nice. It was an overall nice setup, and Phoenix Convention 2025. So,
listen, I've already.
The pool better be inside. I tell you that, but
Eddie, when was the first convention? Did he hear? Did he hear?
Eddie,
What happened?
I said, when was the first convention?
You asked me something?
yeah.
oh Lord, twice.
listen up.
I heard BJ talking. You must have went out on my end. What happened?
Now, when I'm asking St. Green, can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh,
I can hear you, Mike.
Ask for me, Ashley, since he can't hear me.
I can't hear nothing she's saying.
He got you blocked now.
what was the question?
I didn't hear. That's why I'm asking.
When was the first
when was the
convention?
first convention?
What was the first convention, Eddie?
Oh, Dallas.
When?
Shit. Fuck. A long time ago.
That helps. 'Cause that helps.
I was at least here, so it's like I'm thinking like 2015, 2016.
Well, Doug Day in the comment says 2018.
Let me see. Dallas once, Houston twice, Atlanta once,
Vegas.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I think I said Cincinnati.
You didn't, but
Okay.
that was one of them.
Okay. So that's 6. So yeah, 6 years now, I think.
You also got to remember the year we skipped Jacksonville. Remember?
Oh yeah, we skipped Jacksonville, so 7 years.
So yeah, 2018 sounds right.
But it's still been a long time, and for him to still have the drive and the will to still want to do this for all of us, especially when sometimes people can be seemingly ungrateful. That's to say the least.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine what life would be like if I just didn't have this as an outlet. Can you imagine waking up one day and it's just not here?
No.
At this point, no.
It's I'd say, maybe to speak on my experience, this is probably the first league that I've really been in, and it's like
It's become a part
powers
of our
that
team.
be. I'm like, damn, like the powers that be put me in something good. Like, it wasn't like I stepped into something else. Like, damn, like that shit sucked.
Right.
Like, it was just like boom, like, hey, here you go. Like, here's this, and I've basically said I love how organized it is and how it's there, and I'm not trying to kiss no ass, but I'm just saying, like, it's crazy just to be able to be thrown into this league like this. Like, it's not like I went through 5 different leagues and here's the SFL. You know what I mean? Like, boom, just right then and there.
Right, and I think my thing is, I don't think I would have met any one of you without having the SFL as that meeting point, because all of us are living in different parts of the nation, and in some cases across the world, and the probability of you finding someone, like for instance, John, you and I literally being that close to each other, you know, never would have known.
No,
probably would have never ran across you until, So sometimes you're here for a reason,
Yeah.
I do see that I had 25 comments, and guys, I apologize. I did not know that it was piling up. I had my comments off. So, Damon checking in. What is up? Eddie's wife holding that laugh was funny.
Hey,
So
I got a story on that, by the way.
What's that?
Because Cam noticed it too, and he came to her about it like, "Yo, do you really be laughing at him while he's sitting there stressed about his game?" And so she said she had a confession to make because while we were sitting there watching the game, at first I was sitting next to her, but as soon as the game started, I got up because y'all Arizona know
Man,
I,
you
I
always
sit
do
up
that.
when our games is on.
You got up 10 minutes before that game started, man. You
Yeah,
straight to
and
the floor.
so when I got up, she was like, "Oh, he not gonna sit next to me." So she started
Ooh.
watching one of her shows on Netflix on her phone, and she was laughing at the show, not me.
Oh my god.
or so she says.
Yeah.
Either way, that was hilarious, man. It was hilarious to see you up there, and it's funny because who was it? Mike O'Neill said he went to sit by you because his wife Brooke said, "Hey, go sit by your friend and comfort him. You know, he looks like he needs a friend right now."
Hell no.
No, don't sit next to me.
He said when he sat next to you, he felt all of your energy just right here. He just felt your heartbeat. He felt everything. He was like, I got on board.
We all seen Eddie go Ultimate Warrior on that chair. Everybody back the fuck up.
Well, if they would have lost,
That's every week.
Eddie
man.
wouldn't
I
have
could be
won
playing
another
the damn
Houston convention
San Jose
Yeah.
flight, and I'm nervous. Yeah.
because they lost at the last Houston convention. If y'all would have lost, he wouldn't have wanted another Houston convention.
You're right. He was like, no. Damon said,
we got to get out of
my
Texas.
next moment of the weekend was the flag football game and watching my wife and Ashley try to keep DJ from running on the field. Hey, that little boy fast. DJ is fast. He gonna be a running back or something because I can't.
He is a running back by our standards.
Okay. Sweetheart, though, it was fun. It was so fun. I want to know for everybody that was playing while I'm sifting through the comments to see who's new. Is anybody still recovering from the football game? Are you still going through the aches and pains, or
I knew better? I knew better. Hell no. I drink too much on the weekend.
Yeah, I stayed out of that. Actually, I didn't need to participate in that.
I'm okay now, but I think it was not the next day, but the second day I was busted up.
Oh yeah.
John,
a little bit of that. Yeah, I was pretty sore.
I didn't really stretch enough. I think that was my problem. I didn't stretch enough.
You probably didn't stretch at all. Because I told you guys as soon as because we actually had to change fields. See, I tried to tell y'all. You guys are up in age now. Y'all up there. Y'all can't be out there just running around like you're 12 anymore.
Man, I know my alcohol consumption wouldn't allow me to do no feel like that. Hell no.
Too much alcohol for that weekend. I definitely felt it, though.
I was pulling 8 a.m.s to 5 a.m.s. Boy, it was crazy.
Man, me too. Me too. Was the convention cover sponsored by Twisted Tea? You would think so. As much Twisted Tea as we had.
It was sponsored by alcohol, liquor.
It was sponsored by
what was open at the time.
It was sponsored by Michelob Ultra because I swear they was giving out Michelobs for free.
Okay.
That joint, boy.
What's up, Grant? Good to see you, dear.
By strawberry daiquiris and mixed drinks by Foley.
Oh man.
Robert Brady Dreams talking about how about them vultures? How about them?
Hey, T-Pat almost passed out too.
Yes.
Ooh, T-Pat was turning color. T-Pat was turning colors to that kicker turn happened. Oh my God. All the doctor walked out of him during that kicker turn. Oh man. That was crazy. That was crazy. You forgot he was a doctor.
And then okay. Ashley did get a chance to run. Yes, I did get a chance to run, and I really appreciated that opportunity to run and do a spin move at the end. I know Eddie didn't like that, but it is what it is.
Not at all. I'm not doing that anymore. That was your last run this season.
I'd stop it.
Your only rushing attempt is going to be taking a knee at the end of the game.
Let's get John back in here. See the Queen joining us. What is going on, sweetheart? Good to see you, my love. I was very good seeing Tia. She gave me one of the biggest and most comforting hugs there. I really appreciate it. After Fulton saw all the crazy food on Ashley's show, maybe easy was brave to Ashley.
Hey, what? Hey,
because we would have been snacking on the trip, John. We would have been snacking on the trip. Guess what we would have had?
And I'm not eating no crickets, no brick.
None of
that.
that.
No,
None of that. Hell
None
no.
of that.
No.
Why y'all gotta be like that?
Scorpions. I don't know. Hell,
None
no,
of that.
I don't mess with that. No.
Why
Baby,
y'all?
Baby, I'm from the South Side. We don't get down like that.
Yeah, I'm good on
No,
that. You can put all the spices and the Cajuns and whatever else that you got, but I'm not eating that stuff.
Oh, y'all didn't know I was doing. So y'all not gonna indulge with me tonight on my show
No.
because I am doing a nice dessert.
No.
You on your own, baby.
See, some people love that mint and chocolate mix. I hate that.
Oh, that's
Great.
fire.
Damn.
I fucks with that.
I hate some mint with some chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
So we going to the moon today. I'm actually going to try
Don't
this.
worry. I got my
show.
fudge from Bucky's, so I'm good. I'm good on this one.
Man, I wanted to go to Buc-ee's. I didn't.
I got Bucky's was nice. That was
Buc-ee's
the
is
first time I went there.
legendary.
Hey, that was nice.
Share some of that. Share some of that fudge, bro. I'll come down there and get it. You know I'm only like 12 minutes away.
Before you get here, I'm gonna eat that fudge because that fudge was good. Fudge, the little turkey sandwiches that they had. They need to have that Buc-ee's in Arizona somewhere because they hiding the truth in Texas.
Hey,
well Buc-ee's actually are spreading out there in Georgia, Tennessee.
They didn't bring it over this way.
A few other places now. They're spreading their wings a little bit.
They need to spread their wings this way because that stuff was good.
Buc-ee's couldn't be in Chicago because Buc-ee be gang banging about a third.
That's crazy. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do right now? I'm gonna take a little short break, play a song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna actually make our week 2 selections. I'm kind of curious to see where your minds are going for week 2, and then I'm gonna try something that astronaut food. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that wasn't my idea. That was my children's idea. So I decided to bring them some souvenirs home, right? Being a nice mom, got them a little snow globe. One is from NASA. One has Houston, Texas on it. Real nice. And then I bought them this astronaut food because, they like chocolate mint ice cream and stuff like that. So I was like, here, baby, y'all go ahead. Tell me why. They opened it. They took a little corner of it and gave it back to me and says, Mom, I want you to try this on your show. I said, what did you think about it, dear? He said, before we tell you, I want you to try it on your show. So they didn't tell me what it would taste like. I have a feeling because when I felt it, it felt like chalk. So I think my mouth is getting ready to be as dry as this desert outside, but we're going to find out in a second. So y'all stay tuned for that, okay? Gentlemen, I'm going to put y'all in the back. And like I said, it's going to be about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So if you want to get you something to drink, I'll be right back, okay? All right. And we are back. So I wanted to get these wonderful gentlemen's thoughts and opinions on week 2 action that is coming up right around the corner. As you can see, this for anyone that hasn't been on the show for a while, Mike's angry. As a little reminder that I always put my choices in yellow. And so when the games are actually played, I will highlight everything I got right in green and my wrongs in red. So as you can see, week 1 was actually not bad for me personally. Still got 4. It was a toss up. So we're going to see how well everything shakes out. Hold on. I got all this stuff popping up. What is God? Okay. So, gentlemen, now we can do a rapid fire thing. If you decide that you want to give me a little bit more feedback as to why you think this team is the team that you're going to select is going to win, feel free to do so. But I'm more than happy with just a quick rapid fire. Okay. So, week 2, Denver Nightwings will be taking on the Albuquerque Adams, July 19th. Gentlemen, who do you got? I'm going to start with BJ Lovelace first.
Albuquerque had a really rough showing. Denver had a really good one. I'm going to take Denver on this one.
MSG?
I really hate to go against Albuquerque. I'm in the Albuquerque Adams Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor, whatever you want to call it. I have the slime green jacket to prove it, but I got to roll with Denver.
Got it. Eddie?
I'm going with Denver. Jeremy's coaching. I'm going with Denver.
Got it. Lastly, John. John? I guess he.
All right, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, I was going to say you over there eating
there
that fudge, huh? That's what it is.
Low-key, hey, during the break, I did go get some fudge. I got some M&M's, but
I know. I know.
I had to protect it from you. You know what I mean? But nah, I think I'm going a little opposite. I'm going to go a little Adams. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Adams on this one.
All right, then. Sounds good to me. Next up, we have the Houston Headhunters taking on the Vancouver Legion. Battle South versus the West. July 20th, 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. What you got? I'll start with you first, John, on this
one. I'm just gonna be over here hiding real quick because I think there's a headhunter in this room. So I'm just I'm behind the camera. You know what I mean? I'm not on camera, but Vancouver for this one. So shout out to Brett. Do you hear that? Am I saying you hear that?
See his face.
Yeah. Like,
oh, Eddie, who you got?
I got this shield right in front of me. So,
I think this is gonna be a close game, and so I really had a hard time picking a winner. But I'm gonna go with Houston simply because Vancouver's in my division. So go Houston.
All right then. And Mike, do I really need to ask?
I mean, not really. I mean, of course, Houston, but I agree with Eddie. It's going to be a tough, close, competitive ball game. But obviously, I'm rolling with Houston.
Gotcha. BJ,
it's going to be a tight one. Both of them have high power passing attacks, but I give Houston edge slightly in running game and defense. I'm going with Houston.
Got it. Pittsburgh Riverhawks taking on Kansas Classics, the Battle of the North. July 20th, and Saturday, 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Gentlemen, who do you have? I'll start with you first, Eddie.
Canton.
All right.
Yep.
MSG.
Canton Classics.
Oh, okay. BJ.
I'm rolling with Canton.
Oh, John.
You know, I want to show some love to Pittsburgh because especially with men over there, like I straight from day one since they came with that concept, I'm like, man, I love Pittsburgh. Just being outside the area, whatever. Like I don't know. I want to show some love, but yeah, I think I'm about to go with Canton on this one. Too much.
All right,
Canton's too much of a powerhouse. They're gonna come back and they're gonna put that work in. So yeah, definitely can.
all right, sounds good. They definitely are. That Wyatt as kept. They played a fantastic game on week 1. And I know Michael had his. He was a little worried about how it was going to play out, but it actually wound up being better than I even.
Everybody thought.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm the only one rolling with Pittsburgh on this one. That should be interesting. Carolina Skyhawks. Carolina Skyhawks taking on the Fort Worth Toros. East versus the South. 9:00 Saturday. Who you got, gentlemen? I'll start with you first, BJ.
I felt like week 1 Fort Worth didn't play the way I would have expected, even though they pulled out the victory. And Carolina played up and beating Vancouver. So I mean, this is another one to look for. But I'm gonna go with Fort Worth, man. Once Nacho and them get that ball rolling, coaching wise, they're a tough team to beat.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, Mike. I know they're in your division, so I think I know where you're going with this.
In the division, but it's still a great team. I got to go with Fort Worth.
Got it. Eddie?
I'm going with Fort Worth as well. Carolina tends to start hot. That's when they tend to be the most dangerous. But Fort Worth, they seem to be in the Final Four every season. So I'm going Fort Worth.
Gotcha, John.
Yeah, pretty obvious. Fort Worth. Just looking again, being as a wide receiver and showing some love to that passing attack that Fort Worth got. Definitely gonna go with them. I think it's gonna be another, with them. I think they're gonna put the work in, definitely pass the ball around, and I think Fort Worth's definitely gonna get it.
Gotcha. Lexington Miners battling Queen City Corsairs also on July 20th. Central versus the North Division at 9:15 Eastern. Who you got, gentlemen? I'll start with you first, Eddie.
I'm going Queen City on this one.
Okay. Good enough for me. John, who you got?
I think for this one, I'm gonna probably go. Probably. I'm gonna go with Lexington on this one. I think just because looking at Queen City as far as the last game with 3 interceptions being thrown, they're. I'm curious if they're gonna maybe just say whatever and keep that, that passing attack going on or whatever. But I think Lexington's gonna definitely come out and win.
Okay, sounds good. BJ.
Queen City's arms are just too short to box with God. You messing with God over there in Lexington. I got Lexington winning that game.
All right, then. And what about you, Mike?
It's going to be another tough, tight matchup, but I'm going to lean towards the home team and go with Queen City.
All right, sounds good. Next up, we have the DC Dragons taking on the Florida Storm, the North versus the East, July 21st, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Gentlemen, who do you have? I'll start with you first, John.
It's we faced them last week and everything, and obviously we couldn't put the win up. So I'm looking forward to DC putting that work in and and being the Storm. So I'm gonna go with DC on this one.
Ooh, okay. Eddie?
I can't never go against Mighty. Give me Florida.
All right, Mike.
I know Florida really they have this kind of aura of invincibility going right now. You're really gonna have to come up with a special performance to beat this team. Art Vanderlei has been playing out of his mind in the past, obviously in the championship game, and last week he had a huge game. They're just clicking on all cylinders right now until somebody proves me otherwise. I got to go with Florida right now.
Gotcha. BJ, what you got?
I got this as game of the week. Ooh, as much as I want to say DC didn't show up against Nashville. I'm going with Florida. You cannot show weakness against Mighty. He will. He will come get it.
Indeed, he will. Minnesota Legends will be battling the Atlanta Swarm. Central versus the East. Sunday, July 21st. 6:45 p.m. Eastern. BJ, I think I pretty much know where you're going with this.
The legend, baby. Dynasty ain't ready for that front four, baby. He's playing. Hell no, he's playing poo putts last week.
Poo putts.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Albuquerque. Y'all trying, but y'all ain't us. So
Ooh.
I got us. I got the legend, baby.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
I knew it. Mike. Mike, who you got?
And this is not because BJ's here. Minnesota, super talented team. They luckily, by the skin of their teeth, made it to the semifinals last season. But yeah, Minnesota is going to probably dominate this game.
All right. Eddie, who you got?
I can't see Minnesota losing 2 straight to start the season. Atlanta, I gotta admit though, they impressed the hell out of me week 1, despite the opponent. You know, they did their thing offensively and defensively. But that said, I just don't see Axel losing 2 straight. Give me Minnesota.
All right then. And John.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say because BJ's in, man. Atlanta Swarm. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Nah, definitely a legend. It's another powerhouse. I'm definitely going legend on this one.
All right then.
Ain't that crazy?
Louisiana Revolution battling the Los Angeles Vikings, South versus the West. Also, July 21st, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. I will tell you for one thing, LA ain't nothing to play with. They really gave us a hard time. So I would not, you don't take any opponents lightly. But definitely don't take LA lightly. So, BJ, tell me who you got.
Man, I'm taking LA, man. I think this is still an upset in a lot of people's eyes. I'm taking LA, man. LA showed a lot in week 1. As long as they come out with any semblance of that again, they win this game.
Mm-hmm. John.
You know what? I think for this one, I'm gonna go with LA. Then I'm gonna go LA on this one.
Sounds good. Got that one. And then Eddie.
Louisiana's offense, they upgraded their wide receiving core in the offseason, and it did not show week 1. I mean, it's week 1, so you just don't know what you're going to get out of anybody, what their plan is going to be and stuff like that. But to see their offense come out like that was disappointing because I thought they were going to be, multi-versatile on offense, and we just did not see it. I'm going to go with LA at home.
All right. Lastly, Mike.
Yeah, and see, I'm kind of similar to Eddie. Louisiana, it looks like they make improvements in off season, almost every season, and I just feel like I keep finding myself waiting on this team to take that next step and really improve, and it never seems to happen. And LA, they're kind of in that same boat for me as well. It's like I keep waiting on both of these teams, but obviously LA played well and lost. Louisiana, they kind of had a lackluster performance as well, but Los Angeles seemed to be one step ahead as far as taking that next step. So I got to go with LA.
Indeed. Got the Charleston Predators taking on the Chicago Warriors, East versus Central Division. Also, last game on the 21st at 9 p.m. Gentlemen, who do you have? BJ, I'm going to start with you first.
I'm going to surprise y'all with this. I'm going to go push. I'm going to go pick them because
really?
Charleston prepares well. They didn't have a week 1 game. They got tape on Chicago. Chicago is coached very well, but they don't have the depth that Charleston has. But I got faith in Ty and his ability to get the right game plan on the field. But JW and his crew ain't over there slacking. So I'm going to say pick him on this one.
You can't say pick him on this one.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. If you didn't say it, I was going to say it for you. Come on.
I got you.
All right, John, don't beat me up this week. I'm taking Charleston.
Uh-oh.
And upset on the road.
You know,
I'm gonna take Charleston on the road.
Ooh. Was that everybody?
By 3. I'm gonna take them on the road by 3. So
by 3.
yeah, you can pick me.
I just want to.
You can pick against me next week, or you can change your pick now. It don't matter to me. I know what's
changed it. Atlanta whoop hit.
Whoop his ass.
Whoop his ass, man.
Yeah, whoop his ass, Atlanta.
First, I want to give an acknowledgement to GWE Nation for actually rating and joining the chat. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all of you for joining and for being here. Like, y'all surprised the heck out of me doing that, man. Y'all got to warn somebody.
Yo.
But thank y'all again for being here. Last game, guys. The Indianapolis Ramblers.
Did everybody not pick?
No, I didn't pick yet.
I should know what that. She's like, we're gonna move on from this one.
My bad. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Who you got, man?
Chicago, they're formerly Seattle, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
I really like Ty Patak. I really like what he brings to the table with his versatility. I know they're making an adjustment at running back. Now that I think about that, that may change what I was going to say. But I think a running game would really help. I know they're trying to, get that squared away early in the season. Now I'm kind of hedging, kind of like BJ did, but
how you gonna point fingers at me and then you gonna do the same thing?
He said it first.
I said I'm kind of doing what you did, but now that I think about the running game, I got to go with Charleston. I think the lack of a running game may be a problem for Chicago on this one.
Okay. Thank you so much. Don't be like that, born again champion. Don't be like that. I'm sorry. I thought he went already. Last game, guys. Indianapolis Ramblers.
Eddie didn't go.
Yeah, she's still.
She's steadily trying to get away from that game. Like,
I don't want to hear.
I don't want to hear. No smoke. John lived 15 minutes. John lived 15 minutes away. Bad.
See, that's the reason. That's why I had to go ahead and go for Chicago, man. Because I don't want to come up missing, bro. Y'all been looking for me. Y'all been like, hey, the last time we saw Ashley, John was heading over there.
John and his wife got Ashley in the basement, picking her fro out for her.
I said, what'd you say about my mama? Right. What'd you say about Chicago? Huh?
They in the basement. They in the basement picking out her fro. You don't like it you don't like it even on this side, huh? You don't like it even on this side, huh?
About to go in there and say, man, fuck this mic, this computer kicking stuff all around.
But go ahead, Eddie.
Go ahead, Eddie. I'm sorry, dear.
I'm with BJ that if there was ever a pick'em game, this is it. I know there's a little bit of bad blood between these two teams, and they don't really care for each other. I ain't seen really John in that mix, but this you got the depth of Charleston versus dude. I'm gonna go with my original pick and say Chicago, but I could easily change my mind and go Charleston. But I'm gonna stay with my pick I made in the Streets of Talking survey. I'm gonna stay with Chicago.
So you do understand, John, that this is pressure for you because you see we are picking.
Yeah, I see it.
I know where you live. I come over there if you don't win this game.
Atlanta whoop his ass.
I want Chicago to win this game, so when they play us week 3, they can,
take the L
on us. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That works. You want them to feel good, going into that, and then you're going to sustain that loss, So I feel.
Here we go. What happened last time?
Dang, that was a totally different team. Different team.
Oh, but that was different.
That what's the difference?
About to roll up at the house like Devo real quick.
This is the rematch.
Guys, Indianapolis Ramblers.
She's giving me. Like that's the bullshit right
Oh
there.
my god. Oh my god. I know who you're going with, John. You gonna pick against your own team? You could pull a Diggy. Where's Diggy at?
So I'm gonna say Atlanta whooped that.
Wait, Diggs picked against us one day.
Cut him.
No.
Oh, he about to get cut.
Hey, Diggs.
Hey, Diggs, come over. I got you, bro.
You got a spot. Come on.
Wait,
Come on,
did
Diggs. Come on,
he do
Chicago.
that
We
for
on-
real?
Hey.
Did he pick against us one day?
This was before this was like
Don't
before
try to
he
clean
went.
it up
I
now.
think it was before he was on our team. He was at DC. Wait, when he was
okay.
coming over
He
here
lying.
because
She
I was
lying.
like, bro, how you gonna go get your own team? No, but he has picked against his own team.
He was about
No,
to get
man.
cut.
But
Hey, Diggs, you got a spot over here, baby. Come on.
no, you
But
always
later.
stealing our players, BJ. Nah, that's okay.
Hey. One more ain't enough. Shit.
So, John, who you think will win that game between you and Charleston?
Yo, Atlanta whooped that. No, just kidding. No, honestly, you know what? Like I said, you already know. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
And I think just to point out things where maybe if our run game is kind of slow, whatever. Too, I think the hidden weapon, which I think people kind of forgot about, is Pauly Truth. So even though I stepped up and it was target to me, people there's Pauly right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's gonna be representation last game, who's gonna be me or Pauly or AR-13 was coming through too. Then we also got Simmons as well too. So I don't know. Ty saw what was going on, and I have faith that he's already made those adjustments and everything else too. So, back to kind of what Eddie said about the bad blood. There might be a little. That's what the kind of talk is on the streets about, a little bad blood. But there's a few people over there. I do have respect for, like JW, for example, too.
Yeah.
So there is some respect, but definitely. I mean, it's game day. I'm already gonna be talking about stuff, but I can't wait to see us go out there, and I think we're gonna get that W.
It's a long road to Sunday, ain't it? That's a long way.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I'm off too, so I'll be watching it right there in the house. So
Now, last game, Indianapolis Ramblers, Baltimore. Who you got?
And that's it, folks.
Who you got? I'll say Mike St. Green first.
I mean, really no better way to start this Monday night spectacular, part of the season off. Going to be a very good matchup. Indianapolis has made a lot of big changes in the offseason, brought in a lot of star power. They did bring in Sir Ron Yates from Baltimore, who had been a mainstay in Baltimore for many seasons and kind of emotional leader of that team. Man, this is another tough pick, to be quite honest with you. Baltimore won, in spite of Jack Whitmore getting injured last week. They're at home. I'm going to go ahead and lean Baltimore.
Okay. BJ?
Man, you better get your motor oil ready. They gonna need some backups. They gonna need some fuel injections, all that to keep up with Baltimore at the crib. If Baltimore wasn't at home, I'm taking Indy because Indy did improve a lot with their talent on the field. But man, going into Baltimore's house and beating them is like winning the lottery twice. It don't happen. So unfortunately, Mike O'Neill, I seen you in the chat earlier. I'm going to take Baltimore to take this one home.
All right then. Eddie?
Can you imagine how high Indianapolis will move up the power rankings if they manage to beat Minnesota and Baltimore in back-to-back weeks?
Man.
Their SOV out the gate. It would be crazy.
Yeah. That said, Oh man, I just
If Baltimore wasn't at home, I'd give
yeah.
Indy a shot.
If Baltimore wasn't at home, I give Indy a better shot. But Baltimore is at home.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's gonna be. I don't see Baltimore running away with it because I think Indy's defense is gonna keep them in it. But I just don't think Indy's gonna have enough offense to pull out that win. So I'm going with. But then again, you got Mike O'Neal coaching now, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm gonna take Baltimore anyway.
All right then, John.
I think with the game too, of course, Baltimore is just a big giant. You know what I mean, and they're definitely a big powerhouse too. Just kind of, I was kind of pulling up some stats real quick too, and just looking at, Baltimore's stats so far as rushing. They got 3 touchdowns. As far as rushing too, and then one thing about on the Rambler side, Pickler was just throwing that ball around. 3 touchdown passes. So, I think for this one, I'm definitely going to go with Baltimore, but I think it's going to be a kind of like a close and competitive game or whatever. Again, maybe like everybody else said, if it wasn't home, it'll be kind of different, but. I think it'll be definitely a good game to watch. And it'll be a lot of action, a lot of energy out there on the field, and it's gonna be overall just a good game to watch. But like I said, I'm gonna go with Baltimore, of course.
There you have it. Wait, first, everybody right? Just making sure, because there you have it, guys. So, it's gonna get increasingly difficult to make these picks. And again, please, guys. Anybody that's listening, anybody that's going to listen to the playback, these are just our opinions. There's no need for you to get, all upset and all angry and all this kind of stuff. But this is how we have fun, So if you don't like what we're saying, just prove us wrong on the field. That's it. That's all you got to do, I have been wrong before, but like I said, this past week I was 8 and let me make sure. Yeah, 8-4, 8 wins, 4 losses. So we're gonna see how well things work out. But I'm kind of stalling because I'm getting ready to end the show. But I didn't want to end the show without doing what my children asked of me to do. My babies, I love them so much, and I subject you guys to a lot of weird foods. So I feel like this is kind of like some get back, So. Everyone, I will be trying and enjoying this astronaut ice cream. It is freeze-dried chocolate mint ice cream sandwich.
It's gonna taste like space,
bro. Empty. It's gonna taste like a desert outside, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like.
Y'all pray for.
Oh. It's gonna taste like nothing but space, like the moon.
It's gonna taste like
astronaut ice cream was invented for NASA's Mercury missions. Enjoy this delicious treat, just like the astronauts do. Available in a variety of tempting intergalactic flavors. This
you have
is
to swallow
ice cream.
You have to swallow it.
Because what else am I gonna do with it, BJ?
Spit it out.
I feel like that
you have to eat it. You have to eat it.
Let me read some more stuff. Okay, this is ice cream. They're saying that this is real ice cream. We take the ice cream you know and love, and with the power of freeze drying, create a yummy new snack, frozen in time, yet not frozen in temperature. When you remove the water from ice cream, what do you have? A delicious, crunchy yet creamy sweetness that melts in your mouth. Sandwich between 2 chocolate wafer cookies. Bro, it's hard as hell. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know if y'all heard that. Okay.
It's gonna taste like drywall.
That's what it looked like. I mean, it looks normal. It looks like an ice cream sandwich that you would get at the store. Of course, it's just dry as hell. It feels like chalk.
Yeah.
Tastes
like outside.
It's not outside.
Yeah, she don't like that. Put some hot sauce on it. You got some chamoy.
Chamoy might help. I don't know.
Oh yeah, see, that's a look that she might actually like it because she did that last time.
Is it like does it have the consistency of like a mint patty?
Bro, first off, hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna need a gallon of water.
Like when I tell you, desert just entered my mouth, and it tastes like chocolate and mint. It's not bad. It's just so dry, but
Need some milk.
So the cookie is really, really chocolatey. It actually tastes like a real cookie. When you get to the ice cream part, it's weird because my mind wanted to be cold. It's like my mind is like, Ashley, what are you doing? Because this is supposed to be cold, and then it's just revolting. Like, nah, bro, this is not it. But
biting a sponge. You can hear that shit damn near breaking her teeth, though. like,
I'm just confused. I don't know if I like it.
Does it have like the consistency of like a mint patty, like a chocolate mint patty?
No. Kind of. Well, okay. You know Andy's Mint? If you ever had an Andy's Mint chocolate, it's like that, except that it's more leaning towards the chocolate flavor.
Okay.
But I mean, it's cool for what it is, you know. Like, I'm not going out into space no time soon, so I ain't gonna be munching on these, you know. But it's like a little novelty item. Their faces told me everything that I needed to see, so I already knew that this wasn't gonna be something I'm gonna probably finish. But it was cool for what it was. But it tastes like a toy.
Not a freeze-dried cockroach, Doug.
Doug got some weird.
Freeze-dried cockroach is crazy.
He said freeze-dried cockroach.
Doug did, yeah, in the comment. He
wild, bro. That should be trying. I mean, nah, bro. That's a little bit. That might be a little bit. 00 said, my face said it all. Drink cold water and milk right before. So I guess that's the key, right? So I drink some milk right before I eat this, and then it'll taste like ice cream. It'll rehydrate, and it'll taste normal. Is that what you're saying? Milk. Definitely. I mean, bro, that shit. I mean, it's just like I just bit into the desert outside. But so y'all can't say I never did nothing for y'all. Yeah. And so when I'm asking you guys,
you did this for you. You ain't do this for me.
I did it for you because see the thing is, next time I see you, I'm gonna be asking you to try something. So I'm gonna be bringing up this. I'm gonna be bringing this up like, hey, I did it for you, so you can at least try these mealworms I got for you.
Oh hell no!
As long as it's dead, hey, you know what? You can get me to try anything. Just don't tell me what's in it.
Okay. Deal. I'm not gonna give you anything that's gonna kill you.
I don't think much could kill me at this point.
Might be going to the bathroom, but at least you ain't gonna die.
Right. I'll take that.
Yeah. It might feel like you're dying while you're in the bathroom, but you know, you ain't dying. Well, did you die? No.
I mean, I ate all those bugs for the 300 show, and I'm still around.
You holding? She gonna have me in there holding the porcelain with my arms under my legs, trying to hold on.
Hey, gonna be running around like the old boy on White Chicks. Move it.
Move it. Move it. Oh God. You gotta get out the stall.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all are stupid. But guys, is there anything else that y'all wanted to mention before I let you go? We already in an hour and 41 minutes into this thing, and I wanted to.
This is a light show for you.
It is, but I also have another show that I'm doing tomorrow too. So I'm doing my Skull Session show tomorrow too.
Oh, you can split it half and half now.
You
can cut that 3 hours in half.
I'm gonna have to try that Skull Session.
Something like that.
But
did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to let the people know, or y'all wanted to discuss before I let y'all go back into the real world?
Shout out to Cam, man, for putting this all together and taking time out of his schedule, man, and making this happen for us, man. And just bringing the community together when he really don't have to. He takes so much time to dedicate this product and mold it for us. And I mean, everybody has their opinion and their gripe and complain and all, but he does it regardless of how we feel to bring us together. Without him, there wouldn't be no this. So I think Cam Curtis and all his guys that he got just helping him run this thing, all the broadcasters, all the stats people, everything that makes this thing run, and we can all enjoy it, man, as a community. It's a lot of us, man. We like you said earlier, Ashley, we wouldn't know about each other if it wasn't for this. And he put on a fantastic convention. Mm-hmm. It was fantastic. And like you said, another thing you said earlier, it was a nice mold of people. To all the people we met at the convention who had a good time with us, man. Love all of y'all, man. Glad y'all made it back home safe. And let's enjoy season 23.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Anybody else got something they want to say?
I'll just say, shout out to Chicago on my teammates or whatever, Warriors, Warriors stand up. But again, kind of what BJ said, thank you, Cam, for the convention. I had a blast. It was nice, good, good little area, good little setup. It's all about the fine details, and Cam does a good job at that. It's just being organized, being set up, having the game plan and executing it. So again, that's the only thing I can really just say is thank you. Thank you to everybody. It was nice meeting everybody. It was just a good ass weekend. That's really all I can say. But again, shout out to my Warriors. That's it for me.
All right, then. I will agree. Even though we had certain things planned and things didn't always pan out the way that we thought they would. Like, even I've had my show planned, but bro, I was just turning over. Like, y'all was doing that paper football a little bit too early for me. And with me staying up, getting to know members of the community, like late night and stuff like that, I was just rolling over when y'all started, man. But it was a really good time. It was interesting how, even though we did have certain events planned, and when the rain kind of took that away from us, Cam was already ready with something in the tuck for us, to be able to still have a good time. And we was going to do that anyway, but I was just glad that he paid so much attention to detail, in that regard. Yep. But I'm hoping that we get a chance next time to go to Mike St. Green's house, because hanging out in that backyard, man, that last time when you hooked up those drinks and stuff for us, that was absolutely a wonderful experience. And you had the music and we were dancing and it was dope. So
look forward to it. Like I said, coming to this area again, and we definitely should be able to host the next time that it does.
Sounds good. Good.
And also, man, looking forward to seeing all y'all Monday night. I'm back in the saddle after being away for 2 long seasons. I get to do the wrap up show with Cam and man, just look forward to doing that every weekend, week out, and wrapping up the highlights and throwing a few fun things in there in between. So looking forward to being back in the saddle with Cam and getting the Monday Night Spectacular kicked off Monday night, Indianapolis and Baltimore.
Love it. It's gonna be good to hear you on the mic again. I know you missed that too.
Yeah.
Not to knock anybody else, but certain duos are just good together. And I always like the way you and Cam were, like how y'all played off each other, you bounced off each other, and you didn't have to really practice. You just knew each other so well that it was natural. So I'll be glad to hear that.
Another thing about the convention, Cam is a lot shorter in person than I thought he was. But
see, you walking around here thinking that he like 6'2". He about my height. He about my height.
260 pounds. Huh?
I'm just best. I just had to get that in, so in case he hears this show,
he is. He said he was going to. So be prepared for that. Be prepared. But Eddie, did you have anything that you wanted to say before we left? BJ, y'all have anything else that y'all want? No, I think BJ went already. Eddie, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Shout out to Cam and everybody in league staff who made this thing go. You know, like I said before, I think during the convention, I know there's a time, actually a couple of times, where Cam almost gave this all up, and I'm glad that he chose not to do so, and he kept pushing. And I'm longing for the day that that he gets his just due and gets a breakthrough and gets to deal with somebody that will help him take this league to new heights while simultaneously putting some more money in his pocket so that he can really enjoy the fruits of his labor, because I know he put a lot of time and effort into this thing, and I'm glad he stuck around to do so.
Indeed, I think we all are. I think we all are. I've had many of talks with him, and wanting to. I thought that he was going to give up, you know, but he never did, and I appreciate that. Before I let y'all go, I wanted to kind of show this. Eddie, don't get mad, but my daughter actually found this, and I just had to bring this up. So this was a ring that Baltimore gave me.
Oh my God, bro!
And it feels very heavy. It feels very heavy. I cannot wait to one day be able to bring this home to Arizona, and I'm hoping that this season will be the year for that. This season will be the season.
We got robbed season 19. That was some bullshit.
That's why they gave me this. I think it was like, you know what? That's supposed to be yours. Go ahead and let you have it.
Anybody know if Canton got their rings they pre-ordered before the game?
Was that the was 19? Was that the overtime game? Is that right?
Yeah. BJ, you know that going well. They's not pre-ordered a ring.
Oh, Canton rings got sent to Africa.
I can't with you. I cannot.
I heard KJ was asking around, yo, where we get them rings from?
Crazy.
Was it true?
Jinxed it all. Fumbled the bag.
Hey, man. Hey. Well, we're going to see how everything works out this season. I think that all coaches are getting a better grasp on the game itself. Understanding how it works. So I'm curious to know who's actually going to be the champions this year. I don't think it's going to be Florida. I think it's going to be somebody else. I'm hoping it's going to be Arizona Scorpions, but I really think that it's a lot of smart people. No, even though I love the Bears, but I can't with you.
Chicago.
You actually had a chance to come over to Arizona.
Here we go with this.
Oh no! I'm gonna mention.
I heard that. Hey, what was it? Even before when I met Eddie, he was like, "Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come over here." He's a bot.
Exactly.
First introduction. John. Yeah.
You a op now, dog. We don't fuck with ops. So, yeah, you fucked up.
He's like,
messed up.
John. He's like, hey, John. Yeah, you remember when you should have came to Arizona? Yeah, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, you.
The dude lived here.
Mike.
He lived like 8 minutes from Ashley and about 45 minutes from me, and said, "Nah, dog, I want to play for a winner and pass this up."
As far as that be, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you pointing to that daggone Houston flag back there for. Ain't nobody going to Houston. Nobody want to go over there.
Yeah.
He said who's going to win the championship. You don't have to come here.
He used to have too much humidity. I'm good on that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Listen. As soon as we landed, I was like, "Am I okay? Like, am I having trouble breathing? Oh, this just the
sweating
air."
during that flag football game.
I felt bad for y'all. I really did.
I was over there 5 pounds during that game. It was so hot out there.
I was
sitting up at that point.
I was sitting over there in the shade, man. I was like, dang, bro, y'all working hard over there. With my ocean water, I was like, yeah. I hope y'all don't pour nothing.
That's why I was at home chilling.
I'm happy I didn't get no point.
What you say, John?
I'm happy I didn't pull nothing either because I was waiting for that. I was like, oh, it's humidity outside. This is different from Arizona. I was like, I'm about to get a cramp. Thankfully, I did not.
Well, it sounds like you actually did the right thing by stretching and doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I had to. You got to stretch.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, gentlemen. Y'all can come back whenever you want to. Like I said, I will be doing my Skull Session show, which is totally different from this. It actually deals with generalized issues, So if you're interested, just DM me to be on it tomorrow. I'll be happy to have you. But that's more of a late night thing. So, but y'all have a good night. Looking forward to seeing what y'all do on the field this weekend. Because I will let you know, John. I will let you know if y'all was wrong about some stuff. Okay,
okay, that's fine. Hey, Doug Day, get them 800 tackles too. There you go. We're gonna be out there. Don't worry, she's not gonna be out there.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good night.
All right, now.
All right, Ashley.
All right, thank you.
Later.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. I really hope that you had a great time, just like we had a great time bringing it to you. Please, if you have any questions about the league, please go to we had a wait. Hold on. Think about it. simfl.net. The simfl.net. We actually had to change our website, so anything that you see differently is simfl.net. That's where you get all the information for the league, even links to shows, links to games. Definitely a great website to check out, okay? But I am looking forward to bringing you another great podcast next week, y'all. Until then, y'all stay safe, treat each other well. For Eddie, for John, for Mike, we're out. See you soon.
She said, it's so hard to reach. Don't know what you're really looking for. Tell me if you need to. Tell me I'm the one you're looking for. I wanna be see-through. Transparency when you look at me. You know I can teach you everything. Are you hearing me? Choose 9/11, baby. It don't got no rule. Ooh, put you on a move. Take you places like Tulum, Cancun. Total fitness like you at Bally's. Hit it once and I take you straight out to Paris. Yeah, I want it all. Oh, you and more. It's so hard to reach. Don't know what you're really looking for. Tell me if you need to. Tell me I'm the one you're looking for. I wanna be see-through. Transparency when you look at me. You know I can teach you everything. Are you hearing me? It's so hard to reach.